Hello everybody, welcome to another video from Currency Collector Searcher. My name is Victor, and I just want to thank everybody for all the comments that you've made, all the encouragement that you've given me, all the likes, and of course the watching of all my videos. I can't say enough about how good that makes me feel, and just want to thank you all for doing that and in advance as well. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some of the things about finding the top 5 valuable $1 bills that most people don't know about. Most people are not aware of this. Now, this information can be used on currency from $1 bills all the way to $100 bills that you find. I'm doing this video because so many people out there are going through very rough financial times right now, and this is an easy side hustle anyone can really do, and I mean anybody can do this. After watching this video, you will never ever look at money the same ever again. Why? Because you do not want to be someone that lets hundreds or even thousands of dollars slip right through your fingertips because you were uninformed and not in the know. This is why I'm here. You will be in the know in about 10 short minutes. Somewhere during this video, I'm going to provide you a list of all of what we call fancy serial numbers and an example of each one, so you'll be equipped to put extra money into your pocket or into your account, and as you'll see, perhaps even towards a car or even a house. That's how much some of these can sell for. These dollar notes are valuable, and these are literally your normal everyday $1 bills that you would find in circulation from the store or even from your local bank. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let me know in the comments some of your big finds and how you found them as well. Now, this first note right here, this is a highly sought after note from collectors everywhere. In fact, of every 96 million notes that are printed, which is actually an entire block designated by the letter B. So A has 96 million, B 96, C, and so on. There's only 90 occurrences in every block. That's literally a 1 in a million note. Actually, it's 1 in 1.1 million, but who's counting, right? Like any note, the better the condition, the more it's going to be worth. So speaking of condition, as I go through these, notice that on most of these notes, how much wear and tear they have, okay? Now, this note here, this is called a true binary, and it's a super repeater. Now, it's a binary because it only has 2 numbers. It only has zeros and ones. And it's a repeater because it's 10, 10, 10, and 10. Okay? Now, and it's called true because zeros and ones in this hobby they call that a true binary. Okay? Now, this note here, they were asking $269 for this one, and it sold for a best offer of $194. And here's the note right here. And that was just May 15th of 2023, just a week ago. And that is the note right here, okay? Now, this next one here, this note here, this is only 9 out of 96 million. The other one was 90. This is only 9 out of every 96 million notes. That's 1 in every 11.1 million. Can you see why? I think you probably can. This is called a solid serial number, with all 8 numbers being the same. This one is all 5s. Of course, they don't make any with all zeros, so they only make the numbers 1 through 9. And the 9s, though, are not in circulation. Those are only sold in the uncut sheets. Now, do you see the grade up here of a 40? The highest is 70, which means that this note went through a lot of different people's hands, like yours and mine. And the person that found this was obviously in the know, like you are now. And this note right here, this sold for a whopping $1,855. That's incredible. A note like this, you definitely want to consider getting it graded, authenticated by a professional grading company, and protected like this one right here. That's a lot of money. That's crazy. Now, next on the list is this note here. This is called a web press note, okay? This was an experimental note in an effort for the BEP, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, to print more notes at a cheaper cost. They were printed on a continuous roll of paper, just like that you'd see from a cash register paper roll. But that experiment only lasted a couple of years, and because of quality issues and the printing presses breaking down frequently, they halted that experiment and continued with the current method of printing notes as you see them today. Here's how to see if you have one. First, on the front of the note, if you only see a number here and no letter, then you have one. And if on the back of the bill or the back of the note, if the back plate number in the bottom right, if it's above the letter E in 1, that's another way to see if you have one. And they only printed these in 1988 A series, 1993, and 1995. And these 1988 A series, these are worth the most. So this one here sold for $2,800 just this weekend, May 20th, 2023. Again, only graded a 45 out of a possible 70. And this went through a ton of fingers until someone that was in the know pulled it out of circulation, got it graded, and pocketed a boatload of cash and laughed all the way to the bank. And you can too. All right, now this next note, this is very, very, very easy to miss. I mean, very easy. Can you see it? Can you see why this is an error? How about now? Can you see it now? This, everybody, is called an Inkwell contamination, because the ink on the right-hand side, of course, is the correct green color, but on the left, because the inkwell was contaminated, it came out a dark color, almost dark brown, or it even looks like it's a black color. And yes, that is a very valuable error and very, very easy to overlook if you don't know about these. And this error, because this person knew about it, allowed this person to sell this $1 bill a month ago for $500. Yep, that's $500 in that person's pocket. Amazing, isn't it? Now, I want to go back and I want to show you a comprehensive list of the different, what we call fancy serial numbers that you can search for on your currency as you look through $1 bills or anything up to hundreds to put extra money into your wallet or your purse or your bank account. So go ahead and take a snapshot of this and print it out so you will always be equipped to turn a $1 bill into a huge win. I've given you the name of each one followed by an example of what that would look like on the serial number, okay? Now this last note here, now this is a big chase note. This is the one you want to look for, okay? I've talked about this many, many times in my other videos. And when you find one, it can reap a huge sale, and I mean huge. These are star notes, as you see the star up here, but not just any star note. These are called duplicate star notes because the same serial number, see there's one there, and there's one there. The same serial number appeared on two notes. It was printed twice, once in Fort Worth and once again in DC. That's a huge error. Here's what to look for. First of all, it must be a 2013 series note, only on $1 bills, okay? Second, has to be the B block, notated by the letter B right there, and of course has to be a star note, okay? Now, you first want to find one either in Fort Worth or DC. If you find one that has FW on the front, like this one, it was printed in Fort Worth. If you find one like this one here that doesn't have an FW, that means it was printed in Washington, D.C. When you have them both with the same serial number, you have a matching pair. You hit gold, okay? Now what you do next is you send them into a grading service to get them graded, authenticated, and protected like this. And depending on the grade, you too may be able to net $5,500. That's these right here. That just sold a week ago, May 17th, 2023. These two right here just sold a month ago for $5,138. Pretty incredible, isn't it? So as you see, there is a ton of money out there to be had searching through dollar bills. All you need to do is just be equipped, and I've equipped you here today. So be aware and keep searching. Now, if you'll please pay it forward to help others by sharing this video, like it so it reaches more people like it reached you today, and to learn about other dollar bills that can put money into your pocket as well, subscribe to my channel so you will be in the know as well, because my videos explain it all. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you real soon.